This is the Protest Show. Welcome to the Idiocracy Banana Joe's Republic episode 4. I'm your host and newsy free speech foot soldier Thor Ramsey, fighting the rising tide of wokeness one joke at a time. And now the Protest Show's special report on masks. The president of the National Family Life Council on Families was quoted as saying, "Want to do parents a favor? Sell chloroform-scented masks." One of our roving reporters has discovered that when you walk into a restaurant, they're not really taking your temperature with that little gadget. They're putting the mark of the beast on your forehead. How many in your party? We are legion. Oh, welcome. Party of 666. Jane, can you seat them? And if you're concerned about how the pandemic is affecting California wildlife, don't be, thanks to PETA's Mask and Release program. Smokey the Bear says, "After all the years I spent in smoke-ridden forests, now you give me a mask? How about a shirt?" Since the launch of the Mask and Release program, only 17 people have been mauled to death. When questioned about the deaths, President of PETA, Ingrid Newkirk, said, "Even if Biden cheated, he deserved to win." Okay, well, let me measure that statement with our irrationality stick. Yeah. That statement is 100% irrational. Oh, and look at this. It's also contradictory because deserving to win and cheating are diametrically opposed to one another according to the Foundation for Rational Thinking, makers of the irrationality stick. By the way, that chicken she was holding, he was delicious. The far-left special interest group called Anti-Masks, also known as Antima, has stated, "By wearing masks, we are culturally appropriating the traditions of harems. Therefore, if you wear a mask, you're a racist." In response to the anti-mask statement, Antifa has stated, "We had planned on infiltrating their organization and destroying it from the inside out, but someone recognized us in our masks." Social distancing has certainly given peeping Toms a good excuse. Yes, officer, I'm on a date." "Oh, I see. Well, that explains the binoculars then." Yes, sir." Personally, I hate wearing masks. I started smoking and drinking just so I wouldn't have to wear a mask. And now I can't even go to AA meetings because it's a group. But I wear a mask simply to be a good neighbor and to avoid that look of disdain that says, "Thanks for killing me, pal. Wear a mask, save a life, why don't you?" My fault, overreacting citizen. Far be it from me to interfere with your brainwashing. And yeah, I'll back up that brainwashing remark. Let's go to the science. Charts and graphs, folks. These are charts and graphs. Look, let's trust the science, the true authority in our lives. Just because they missed it with that bloodletting thing, no reason to throw the baby out with the, well, unless you're a Democrat, then you throw the babies out before they're born. No chance of bathwater in that scenario. But anyway, let's look at some real world statistics. Here's a chart of Europe. This is this is the coronavirus, right, guys? You sure this isn't the chart for Corona beer sales? Okay, well, you can see here that masks made no difference. It has been reported that some people seem to think Corona beer is related to the coronavirus outbreak. That's what you get for not using a lime. And now, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. If you look at this graph, we see where the mask mandates were put in place. Illinois, May 1st, Minnesota, there we have it. Wisconsin, close behind. They are going, we're on top of this, guys. We're on top. Hey, it's taking us to the top of the heap of the coronavirus outbreaks. It's kind of like a really good horse race, isn't it? Welcome to the third race in the Masks Will Save the World Downs. And they're off. Jumping out the lead, it's flatten the curve. Lockdown is close behind. It's flatten the curve and lockdown. Here comes hand sanitizer. Out of nowhere comes a snide remark from a stranger about your failure to wear a mask. It's flatten the curve and lockdown. But here comes science. And down the home stretch, it's science and lockdown. Science and lockdown. Science takes the lead and wins everywhere, but the actual mainstream media, which still propagates fear and panic for some reason, I don't get it. Now let's go to the charts for New Jersey. New Jersey, the bastion of political wisdom and insight. This is generally how the mainstream media covers the restrictions that are placed upon us. As you can see here in the chart, the mask mandate is given. And then what happens? Oh, things plummet. They go down. So what happens? Yeah, the governor gets on the horn. Mainstream media. The New York Times is there to report it, of course. Governor Murphy says, no questions that face coverings are game changers. These are he missed those other graphs. These are game changers, I'm telling you. And then, as you can see, it goes up, and it's, stop, you're ruining my narrative. Now let's go to our favorite country, Sweden. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Florida. Well, they have immigrants from Sweden, I'm sure. But as you can see, Florida lifted most restrictions because, well, it's Florida. They're like, we already have a bunch of old people. We don't care if they die. Opens up real estate. We're Florida. But as you can see, they lifted most restrictions, and they're fine. And then there's Minnesota, right? Lockdown after lockdown after lockdown, and still everyone freezes to death. This is chart after chart after chart. These are the facts. So how about this? Give us our faces back. Give us our lives back. How about this, Governor Newsom? Get off our backs. But there is some good news on the horizon. Starbucks is opening up indoor seating again with just a few restrictions. Wear your mask, a sheet over your head, and sunglasses at all times. Other than that, things are looking normal again. I'm Thor Ramsey, and I hope you're less woke, America.
Only you can like and subscribe.